I'm Deacon Mike Houghton. I'm the Executive Director of an apostolate called Unleash the Gospel at Work. Our mission is to help women and men joyfully live their faith and witness to Christ and the gospel in the workplace. This is one of a series of short videos that we produce to help you understand some very simple and practical applications of Catholic social teaching in the workplace. Today's topic is just wages. One of the central themes of Catholic social teaching is the dignity of the human person. And a key aspect of this is the principle of a just wage, one which ensures that workers can support themselves and their families in a dignified manner. The Church has consistently upheld this principle, emphasizing that wages should reflect not only the value of labor performed, but also the broader demands of justice and the common good. The concept of a just wage is rooted in the belief that human labor is not merely a commodity to be bought and sold at market rates. Rather, work is a means of participation in God's plan, and work should contribute to the well-being of individuals and society. Pope Leo XIII's encyclical Rerum Novarum, written in 1891, is the foundational document of modern Catholic social teaching. In it he states, "To defraud anyone of wages that are his due is a great crime which cries to the avenging anger of heaven." Leo XIII also says that wages must be sufficient to maintain a frugal and well-behaved wage earner and provide for the family's basic needs. The Pope warns against exploitation and calls upon both employers and the state to ensure just wages. 50 years later, Pope Pius XI further developed this principle in Quadragesimo Anno when he says, "Every effort therefore must be made that fathers of families receive a wage large enough to meet ordinary domestic needs adequately." This highlights the Church's insistence that wages should sustain family life and promote economic security. Catholic social teaching does not advocate for a fixed wage, but rather for a wage that accounts for both the needs of the workers and the reality of economic life. In 1981, St. John Paul II wrote in Laborem Exercens, "A just wage is the concrete means of verifying the justice of the whole socio-economic system, and in any case, of checking that it is functioning justly." In other words, wage fairness is a sort of litmus test for society's commitment to justice. Pope Benedict XVI in Caritas and Veritate further emphasizes the importance of balancing economic growth with human dignity. He says, "The economy needs ethics in order to function correctly. Not any ethics whatsoever, but an ethics which is people-centered. Thus, wages should not be determined solely by market forces, but by an ethical framework that prioritizes human dignity and the common good." The Church's teachings on just wages have some very practical implications. Consider just these three. Living wages must be considered versus only looking at minimum wages. Governments and employers should ensure that their wages allow workers to meet their basic needs rather than just meeting legal requirements. Second, collective bargaining is acceptable and sometimes even necessary. Workers have the rights to unionize and to negotiate fair wages. This does not mean, however, that union leaders have the right to take advantage of companies for political or personal gain. And third, government policies must support a just wage. Governments should create policies that promote just wages, such as tax credits for low-income workers and support for family life. Catholic social teaching consistently emphasizes that wages must be just, sufficient, and rooted in respect for human dignity. The Church has long upheld that fair compensation is not just a matter of economics, but of morality as well. Ensuring just wages is not merely an economic necessity. It's a moral imperative that reflects the dignity of every worker and the justice of society itself. Thanks for watching. To learn more about UTG at Work, visit our website at utgatwork.org. Click the Join button for access to all of our resources and to receive our monthly newsletter. Now go in peace, glorifying the Lord by your life.